tell you guys how I got my job at Alani, so let's get into it. It's every time. If we haven't met before, my name is Mariah. I'm in my late 20s and I recently just moved from Seattle to the West Palm Beach, Florida area. I work as a digital content coordinator for Celsius because if you remember, Alani Nu got acquired by Celsius back in like 2025. And because I've gotten so many questions about how I landed my job, I thought I would walk you guys through how I did that. And some things I think that maybe genuinely might have helped me along the way. A little background on me: I have an undergrad degree in communications journalism, and I also have a master's degree in integrated marketing and communications from WVU. I've worked in higher education, business industry, and most recently the creative agency space as well. For the last 6-ish years, a huge part of my career has been content and social media. But honestly, I was starting to feel just like really burnt out on social media, which is crazy to say. I wanted to find something just a little bit more fulfilling, as well as something that just gave me more cross-department experience. I will also add, at the same time, my husband and I were already talking about moving to Florida. Here's how I found my job. Rewind to March. I found a few openings at Celsius on LinkedIn. I applied to a few different positions. While I was in California getting ready to go to Coachella, I got the call for my role that I got now. And literally everything moved so quickly. I interviewed like right before going to Coachella, interviewed right from getting back at Coachella, and next thing I know, I got the job. Things I think that helped me get this role. For starters, I have 6 to 8 years experience in the content/marketing space. I think it's important to clarify, I don't do social media like this. I am not an influencer. I'm an aspiring content creator, just as we all are on this app. Like I mentioned earlier, I also do have a master's degree in integrated marketing and communications, which I think can add to your professional experience depending on the role or the company. I think another thing that was really relevant was my experience in the beverage industry before this job. Before Celsius, I worked for Talking Rain Beverage Company, the makers of sparkling ice, as well as for a distilling company in my hometown. So I already had experience just in the CPG and beverage space. I don't know this for sure. There were a couple of people from Talking Rain that came over to Celsius. I feel like maybe that could have also helped, but I don't know that for sure. What's funny is my current role actually sits on the IT and web development side. I have come from years of marketing, years of social media, so this was definitely a different role for me. A few things I did to research this job is I applied through LinkedIn and I made sure my resume was completely updated. Also made sure that my LinkedIn did reflect the resume as much as I could. I will say I did also pay for LinkedIn Premium. I did try to reach out to as many people in the company. If you're watching this and you're wanting to work for your favorite brands, I would say my biggest piece of advice would be to just shoot your shot. As lame as that sounds. I truly do believe that you don't have to have the best career linear path. I think you need to look at the experience you do have and see if you can translate that to the role that you truly want. So that is ultimately how I got my corporate job, working for one of my favorite brands. If you would like to see a little bit more behind the scenes of my life, of my 9 to 5, or life after my 9 to 5, definitely follow me here or on Instagram as well as on YouTube. My handle is at Mariah She's on Fire across the board, because I would truly love it if you did stick around and we could be friends. Bye guys, happy Friday.